Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's me again, Chelsea, and today I'm starting a new weekly reading vlog from a different location. If you have watched my vlogs at all before, like from a couple of months ago, you may recognise this setup because I'm in the same hotel that I was in back in April when I came here last. I'm just in a different room in a different rotation. Does anyone else find that when they go to a hotel, if they stay in the same hotel more than once and they get a room that's on the other side, it completely baffles them? Because that's how I feel. I feel completely bamboozled. That's just it. I'm wearing my new Beach Boys top, which I showed off in last week's vlog. So yeah, it's Tuesday today. I am in Paris. My French is atrocious. And I am here until, I don't even know, I'm here for many days. We drove down today, so I had a very traumatic morning this morning. I have misplaced my wallet in my house somewhere. I remember bringing it into my house. I couldn't tell you where it is. So this morning I was all up and I was ready and I was like, right, I'm going to order my cab at 7:45. My train is at 13 minutes past 8. Plenty of time to get to the station. Not knowing, one, that I'd lost my wallet and I couldn't find it, or two, that they'd closed the main road to the station. So I was then hurriedly searching my house for my wallet. I still don't know where it is. Hopefully Jack finds it. So yeah, I was hurriedly, ended up waking him up all in a panic saying, I've got to go, you've got to find my wallet while I'm away. I felt very bad afterwards, but you know when you're just like very panicked? I was in that state and I wasn't really thinking very clearly. So I ordered my cab. I literally got to the train station at 10 minutes past 8. I have never run for a train. I don't think ever. Maybe I have. But I've never run for a train with a suitcase. So I literally had to take the lift for the first bit up because there's no way I was carrying my massive suitcase up the stairs. Got the lift up, ran through the station to the ticket thing, ran down the stairs with my massive suitcase, and then ended up in the first class cart, train, cabin, whatever it's called, right at the back of the train. And I was literally standing there to get on the train, didn't even clock it was first class, and the lady was like, and I went, please, can I just get on the train? And she went, yes, just walk down. And I went, easy. The train was full. I could not walk down. I ended up sat in first class for the first part of my journey. I then got my ticket checked and I was like, I know I'm not meant to be here, but I have this massive suitcase and I can't push past everyone. So I was made to stand in the disabled bit, in the wheelchair bit, at the end of the first class cabin, where we weren't really, we basically weren't allowed to sit down in first because I'm common. And I did understand. I understand to a point because obviously you pay a lot more to be in first, but you pay for first class and you get food and you get drink. Just don't feed me or give me a drink, just let me sit down. It was so hot. Luckily there was aircon on that section. And then the train emptied out and I was like, well, I've only got like 15 minutes left. I'll go and move into the middle bit between train bits, because then they'll stop glaring at me. And that was a mistake because it was right by the toilet. It absolutely stank and there was no fresh air, so it was like a little sweat box. It was absolutely horrific. Did not enjoy it at all. But I got here. I met my manager. We got on a really early Eurotunnel across. Oh, sorry, it's now called Le Châtel. Got across. We were meant to leave at 2:20. We got on the 10 to 1 train, so we got to where we are in Paris really early, or earlier than planned. I've been to IKEA to get a trolley. I've been to the shopping centre across the road. I've had tea. I've got snacks. Ugh. That's the sound of my snacks. Oh gosh. First up, funky crisp flavour. So this is my flavour of this trip. Last time it was like sour onion and something. This time it's barbecue. I do love a good Lay's barbecue chip. I got the essentials, so Pepsi Max, I'll be having one of them shortly. A massive thing of tissues, because if you haven't heard me rant about it enough, I get really bad allergies, and my allergies are already kicking in, and I'm not enjoying it. So I got them. I also have got these, which I'm very excited about. The Madeline things. They've got chocolate in them. I didn't even check if they've got things I can't have. No, just soya. Cool, I can eat them. That's fine. Ooh. Obviously water, because it's meant to be like 30 degrees here. And I spotted these on the way in. These are cranberry and white chocolate cookies. And again, I read the doohickey, the back or the front on these actually, and I can't pick out anything that says something that I can't have. So hopefully we are all good. Sure, we're all good. It's fine. And that came to like 15 euros something. So very, very good. Very exciting. Hole in one. Yeah. I need to put these in the fridge so they're cold for tomorrow, and I need to do the same for the Pepsi. Right, so that is, what's it called? Snack haul with Chance, because we do love a good snack haul when I go away abroad. I tried to tailor it down a little bit because, you know, don't need too much. Reading plans. So I have downloaded Eldest to Audible because I didn't have room in my suitcase to bring my physical copy, because I've already brought a physical copy with me of a book. So I have got Eldest on here. I haven't started it. I'm about to apparently start it now. Audible. That's not what I wanted to do. On 2 times speed, I have 11 hours and 45 minutes. So I can listen to that on site actually, so that'd be good. And then, sorry, cakes. Physically, obviously, I bought the Judas Blossom because I need to finish this, because you will have already seen this, hopefully. I will have posted my thumbnail, yeah, and scheduled the live show for this on my channel for next Thursday. Is that right? I need to check. I think it's right. I have a busy week next week. So next week I have my blog tour stop for combat codes, which has released today as I'm filming this, which hopefully there'll be a physical copy for me to take a photo of when I get home, but I need to read it. I need to read the ebook, which I have with me on my Kindle, so that is something else I will be reading, but I can read that on site as well. Then the It's All About Fantasy live show is on Wednesday, which will be for Eldest. I believe it's on my channel. For some reason I thought it was on Lisa's, but I don't know. And then Thursday, I have an interview with the amazing Stephen Orion on my channel, and we're going to be talking about all things the Judas Blossom. So I'm going to post my thumbnail on Twitter and ask for some questions, I think, and I'm going to obviously have some of my own. I already have some in mind, but obviously I need to finish the book so that we can talk about it. Yeah, so I'm very excited actually, because I've met Stephen and he's absolutely lovely. He was meant to be doing a book, was it a book launch for this, or just like a meetup in general, and unfortunately got postponed. So I'm hoping I will be at home when he postpones it, because if it's in Birmingham then that's not too far for me to travel, so I can go, and that would be nice. So yeah, that would be good. I don't think of anything else to tell you. I'm currently taking part in Lisa's sprints on her channel. I have just finished editing my video that will have gone up on Wednesday, which is a book box battles. If you have missed it, the link is here, check it out. It's me basically trying to figure out if I've had enough of BookBox battles yet, because the stuff is not really sparking joy, and I'm not sure whether to bury Condo My Life and get rid of it. So we're umming and ahhing. We will see what happens with that. But yeah, that's everything for now. I'm gonna shut up and I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna make this export, which will make it sound like a helicopter. I've got the aircon on. Hopefully that's actually going to start, I don't know, doing something at some point. That'll be nice. And maybe just put my PJs on and read during the sprints. But yeah, that's literally everything. I'll see you tomorrow at God knows what time. See you then. Hello everyone, and happy Wednesday. I've just come back from having food. I'm very stuffed. I have realised that today I just haven't eaten enough. Like, you know when you get to the point when you feel sick because you haven't eaten enough and your head starts to hurt and you get like these headaches? I was at that point driving home, or driving back to the hotel, which I suppose is home for now. And I've taken some ibuprofen and my headache is pretty much gone. I had some food and it was quite nice, and I had a shower because being on site, it is the grossest I have ever felt on site after a job. Because it's got to like 30 degrees. My hall is actually quite cool in comparison to my manager's hall. But my problem, so if you've never been to an exhibition, often venues are giant blank spaces. They're giant blank halls. If anyone has ever been to the NEC in Birmingham or the Excel or the Olympia in London, those spaces are basically just blank spaces with mains grids running underneath them for water and power, and building the stands in there is what my job is basically. Not myself, I'm not trusted with a tape measure or a hammer, but anyways, so that is the main thing of my job. And every job I've been to, pretty much, I've been cold. There has not been a job so far, apart from this one, where I have been a comfortable temperature throughout the whole time. I did shows in January where I was freezing. I was wearing multiple layers. I was wearing like 4 or 5 layers and still coming home frozen, like when your bones feel cold. I was coming home like that. My last show that I did, that was in Berlin. I'd walk to the venue, I'd get too hot, I'd be disgusting, I'd feel gross because I was sweating because it was very warm, and then I'd sit in the hall out of the sun and I would start freezing because I'd cooled down. This show, I'm just like sweating constantly, to the point where I felt grim. This is probably TMI, but I haven't spoken to anyone properly all day, so if you don't like it, skip it. But to the point where, so it's a very commonplace, especially in Europe, for people to still be cutting wood and, you know, drilling and all sorts, so creating a lot of dust on the stands. Like, that's pretty commonplace. And yeah, I just, by the time I got back to my hotel room, just felt grimy because I was too hot, covered in dust, not pleasant. Anyways, reading. So today I have not read as much as I should have. I don't really know who. I don't know who dictates like how much is too much reading or enough reading, but I need to finish Eldest by next week. When am I doing that show? Me and Lisa literally spoke about it. By a week today, so Wednesday, which is fine. I also need to read the combat codes and I need to finish Judas Blossom, so I haven't touched the Judas Blossom at all. Eldest, as much as I loathe to admit it, I am reading it audibly again, and I don't like listening to Saphira's voice from the narrator because I just don't enjoy it. But we're powering through because I didn't bring the book with me. And I have 12 hours and 15 minutes left on 0.7 speed. I also want to try and get The Whispering Dark done this week. I have got 4 hours left of that. And if I actually just sit with my headphones in while I'm doing work, I could do it, you know? I just haven't. And I did start Combat Codes as well, which I think has now officially arrived at my house because already, so I've been gone, what, this is my second day gone. Apparently Jack says he's got 5 parcels for me. I don't know where these 5 magical parcels have come from, but I probably do, because one's definitely Waterstones because that got delivered today. Hopefully one is Combat Codes. One is probably what's it called, in the Hero Interviews, I want to say. I will show you it when I get home. It's by an indie author. I won it last week. I'm very excited to show you because the cover is stunning. So there's that. So what was that? Combat, Waterstones, that. I've also won the trilogy by Ben Galley, but I don't know if he's sent that yet. And then there's another book that I'm waiting on, but I don't think it would have arrived yet because I'm pretty sure it's coming from America and the shipping is not that fast. So when I get home next week, we will be doing a whole big book unboxing, which I'm very excited about. I'm only 3% into Combat Codes, and so I could tell you a bit about Combat Codes because I can't really tell you anything about Eldest because the start is literally where we finish off in Eragon. But a brief synopsis, which I don't really do I? Like, I just talk about life. I don't really talk about books. Anyways, a quick synopsis of Eragon. We are obviously following our main, character Eragon, who is living with his uncle and his cousin. He has lost his mother. His mother died during childbirth or when he was a baby, can't remember, quite young. No mention of his father yet. I know who the father is, but I can't tell you who it is because it is revealed in Eldest, and I'm very excited to find out how Lisa feels about it. Anyways, and he is out hunting in the Spine, which is like this massive forest by where he lives that no one really likes because they feel like it's cursed. And he finds that, well, he hears an explosion, and then in the middle of the explosion he finds this like shiny stone. He takes the stone home and he tries to sell it for some meat, and that doesn't happen because it's come out of the Spine and the butcher doesn't trust it. There's a whole thing. And the magical shiny stone is actually an egg, and out of the egg we get a dragon. And Eragon then becomes a dragon rider, and it's all about his pretty much journey. Like, the first book is following Eragon. We get to know who Eragon is, we get to know some other characters, we have some emotional twists and turns. We learn about a big group within the storyline that are called the Varden, which are rebels in this world. It's a very big scene-setty book. The Eldest has always been a difficult book for me to read because the main gist of Eldest is almost like a travel/training book, and I usually like travel/training books, so I might enjoy it more now, and that's why I'm hoping to find out that I actually enjoy it more now. But before I didn't because there was not enough action, but that's fine. So that's the basis of that, I think, if that makes any sense. Combat Codes, I have no idea what the blurb is. I haven't read it. Well, I have, but I haven't read it since starting the book now. And we have met I'm guessing our main character, who is called Murray, and he is revealed to be something called a Griever Knight. And it seems as though in this world a very big thing, obviously it's called Combat Codes, but a very big thing is about fighting, and he is now in a bar. And I don't think this is any spoilers, this happens in the first few chapters. He's now in a bar watching a battle between Grievers, so I'm hoping that now we're going to get like an understanding of what the heck a Griever actually bloody is, and then we're going to move forward from there. But obviously there's a big thing about fighting, and he's watching this fight, and there's like little things that he says, like, oh, don't let them do that, or don't do this, as if he's like coaching them, but he's not coaching them because he's not part of it. And he's obviously an outcast because, or he's something, because he like hides his face and he doesn't show himself. I don't know. I'm like I said, I'm 3% in. I know nothing. So my plan, I'm also watching Brittany the Bibliophile's newest video on a book that I will never read, and it's a spoiler video where she literally is going through like everything that happens in, what's the book called? Guild, I think is what it's called, and it's like, I don't know, fantasy romancy book, which obviously not my bag, but I'm enjoying watching her video where she's literally like explaining everything that happens in every single chapter, and I would love to do that for a book, but I don't know what book. So if you've got any books that you would like to see me, obviously I won't read it during this time, I'll read it beforehand and actually make notes and have like a structured video, and who the heck am I to say that, but anyways, and I'll write notes and stuff and then come back and do a literal spoil chapter by chapter video. Let me know in the comments, like, what would you want me to read? What would you want me to give my honest 1000% thoughts into? What's a book that you want to read but you don't want to read? Or what's a book that you don't want to read but you want to know the story of? Let me know down below, and maybe I will read a book so you don't have to. Because that actually sounds like a really fun idea, and it's different, you know? Like spoiler vlogs, I also love spoiler vlogs for books in general, and I am in the middle of filming one. But obviously it hasn't finished yet. I'm in the middle of, yeah, filming that one, but it won't be like a chapter by chapter, blow by blow thing. It's literally a, oh my gosh, just got to this point and I can't believe blah 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 blah, basically. But anyways, I am babbling on. I've been babbling on for over 10 minutes and I am going to stop. I'm going to schedule my live because I have a live next, I might as well schedule both. Don't have a thumbnail for the one with Lisa. I'm going to schedule my live with Stephen because my thumbnail got approved, and then I'm going to go maybe sit and read. I don't know. Or I might just go to bed. The world is my oyster to a degree and I'm knackered. So I'm going to leave this here and I will come back and talk to you tomorrow. Day 2 on site. See you then. Hello everyone, and happy, it's Friday today. I'm already in my pajamas. It is like 9:30 at night, not that you would be able to tell because it's actually pretty bright outside, but I am back again for, I should stop doing reading vlogs because I'm here for another snack haul. I went to the supermarket yesterday. I didn't vlog yesterday because I had a really bad day with my allergies. Today isn't exactly great either, but it's not as bad, so there's that. And also I had a banging headache when I got home yesterday. I've only just started to get my headache today, but yesterday we came back, we drove straight to the shopping centre that is near us. I went to Mackey's, which was great, like French Mackey's is great, and then today I went to KFC because there is a restaurant, or there was literally a restaurant just outside our hotel. We walked over there this evening to find a notice on the door saying that they have now closed their doors and they will not be doing any more business, which is quite sad because it was quite nice. I mean, when we went there last night it was awful, but, or the day before, whatever day it was that we went, it was awful. But yeah, so it's there. Right, what you're all here for, the snack haul. First up we have the cheeseburger Lays. Of course, I'm almost finished with my barbecue one, so they will go in my bag to take to site. I then found these. Does anyone remember these? Like, in the UK we used to have these with M&Ms on, and now I know they do them in Aldi and they're called like Groovy biscuits, but these are the Twix ones. I haven't seen these in ages. And I also got basically Barney Bears. We have Barneys in the UK. Here they have Lulu's. They're just like cake with chocolate in the middle. I love them. Those are my snacks. I love it a lot. Reading update, because I actually have a reading update. I've been semi-reading. So I have 9.5 hours left of Eldest, and funnily enough, Lisa messaged me earlier today and said, am I enjoying it? She's really struggling with it. And I went, wow, I know this, I've never really enjoyed this book. I think like if I am to rate it now, it's gonna be like a 2 or 3 stars. But yeah, I've never been a massive fan of Eldest, purely because for me, Eldest is very much a travel and train book, but I don't even remember if the training starts in this book. They must do. It's a very big like travel and train book. It's not very action-packed. There's a couple of twists at the end from what I remember, but otherwise like there's not a lot going on, you know. And yeah, so I just need to get through it, and then we can talk about it next week, and then that can be the end. And then Combat Codes, I've actually been reading it today while I've been on site, which is quite cool. And my Kindle is waking up. I am 11% into it, and I have met another character called Seago, I think it's how you say it, and I'm actually really enjoying his perspective. I'm more invested in his perspective than I was in Murray's, which is quite nice, but I can understand already everyone's feedback of it not being a massive fantasy book, because there aren't really any fantasy elements in it so far. We have kids that are born with green eyes, which means they're grievers, but grievers are born to fight, but there's no like magic in it. It's literally hand-to-hand combat, no tools, no nothing, which is pretty, it feels more dystopian sci-fi to me, because of the world that they're in, but I'm still enjoying it regardless. But apparently towards the end there's like a fantastical element that comes into it, but I don't really know what it is, but obviously when we get there we'll get there. But yeah, that's literally it for my update. I think I'm gonna cut this short because I just want to watch YouTube and chill out. I don't have a lot to say today, but I do need to crack on with the Judas Blossom as well. So that is my plan once I've got through Combat Codes, hopefully. But yeah, that's it from me today. I will come back tomorrow. See you then. Hello everyone and happy Saturday. So I am actually going to wrap up this vlog here now because I will be on site until probably 5 o'clock tomorrow, and then I will need to go and have food and stuff, and that will not be enough time. I'm a little bit blurry. That will not be enough time for me to come back, finish this vlog, upload it, you know, the whole shebang. So we're gonna finish it now. What has my day been like? My day has been pretty good, actually. The way this particular show is that today was the last day to actually do like big building things. From tomorrow it's basically as if the show is open. So we will be having like a security walkthrough, and the only reason we are going on site tomorrow is to make sure the stands are clean and to greet the client. So my client is coming on site tomorrow. We're going to do some like little things, confirm where they want like the coffee machine, put brochures out, all of that malarkey, basically make them ready for Monday morning. And then Monday morning is first day of show, so that's pretty fun. So for this week I had big plans. I was gonna finish things, I was gonna crack on, and once again I have let myself and the team down. For Eldest, I have literally just over 9 hours of this left to listen to before Wednesday. Like, when am I gonna listen to this book? I have no idea, but I need to, so there's that. But I have to say, I am loving Combat Codes. So I am quite enjoying the fact that it isn't really a big fantasy book. I actually didn't realise how much I've missed that kind of like sci-fi dystopian world like our own but different elements. Didn't realise how much I'd missed it. But I have missed it. I'm only 18% in. The plot is starting to kick in now. I'm very intrigued. I'm really enjoying it. I'm hoping tonight I might actually sit down and bloody read. It's only like 8:20. This is the last thing I need to do for this vlog. Well, I need to make the thumbnail, but that takes me like 30 seconds. And then I can put my PJs on and get into bed and read, maybe, or sit on the couch and read, maybe, I don't know. But I just want to crack on. I'm actually really intrigued. So I want to sit and read, and that is my plan. And then once that is done, I can concentrate on reading The Judith Blossom. Yeah, pretty much that is it, really. I have no other updates. I haven't read anything else. I haven't touched The Whispering Dark. I want to finish that, but I've got 4 hours of that. I can listen to that at work. I'm gonna have to listen to Eldest at work, I reckon, which is fun, but it'll be fine. And I will just keep plugging away at it, and we'll get it done. I always get it done. We'll get it done. But yeah, that is it for this week's vlog. So if you have enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, really supports me on my channel. Leave me a comment down below of your favourite snack, and if you just want to leave an emoji, leave me any snackish emojis, because this has really been more of a snack vlog than a book vlog. But anyways, if you want to see more of me, please consider subscribing down below and ring that notification bell to get notified every single time I upload new videos. I try to upload every Wednesday and Sunday, so be sure to stick around for more bookish content from me. But otherwise, that is everything for today's vlog. I hope you have enjoyed it. It's a different environment, and I really wish that I'd managed to like get out and see more things while I am in Paris, but where I am based is like too far away from anything to get to without a car, and in order to have a car I need my manager to come with me as well. But my next location, which isn't for a couple of months, is back to London, so maybe I will go and, I don't know, walk somewhere or do something. I'm not sure. But yeah, that is everything for today's vlog. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.